What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. My name is Aisha, and thank you for joining me today for this special episode talking about the almost 4-year lock anniversary that I have coming up very soon, and a few things that I've learned along the way, okay? So stay tuned to hear what I have to say. So in the past almost 4 years, which is mind-blowing, I have learned a lot about locks. I have learned a lot about myself and my hair, and I've learned a lot about my own community, okay? Which may or may not be a good thing, all right? But we're gonna jump into it. Okay, so in 2019, I had finally made the decision to lock my hair, all right? And this was after 6 years of contemplating, thinking about it, maybe not, making an appointment with the loctician, and then canceling it and making it again a few years later and actually getting it done. So my journey is pretty expansive, and it goes beyond what I would ever recommend anybody wait on. But for me, I had to be okay, right? I had to make this decision because it was the right one for me, not because it was rushed, not because, you know, of circumstances that were going to change, because I needed it for myself. And so it took me a while to make that decision. But in those last almost 4 years, I've had a lot of time to sit and think about what locks have done for me, but also how it has affected a lot of things. So I want to go on, and I want to say first, ladies, do what's right for you, okay? People will try to dissuade you otherwise. They will say, oh, why are you getting locks? Like, you know, that face we make, like, ooh, we got disgust behind something, like something about locks is disgusting. Now, granted, there have been instances where locks were not the best. I will say that, okay, y'all? And there's been some things, right? We don't have to go deep into it. We know what things are that may not have put locks in the best of light. But we're talking microlocs. We're talking nice, like, beautiful awesomeness, okay? And so for me, when I made the decision to get locks, there was some hating, okay? There was some questioning. There was a lot of and I was just like, listen, this is my hair, and last time I checked, I'm the only one who's gonna do it or pay for it. So I'm gonna do with my hair what I think is best, and I'm gonna do what makes me feel better, and I'm gonna do what is most convenient to me and also beautiful to me, because I wouldn't have done it if I thought that I was gonna look crazy in it. I wouldn't have done it if I thought that it was gonna not look good on me. And you know what I mean? Like, you have hairstyles where you're like, man, I'm living my best life and I feel on top of the world. And then you have hairstyles where you're like, man, I feel like I need to crawl back in a hole somewhere, right? And locks was never that for me. Plus, it's not really a hairstyle, right? It's a lifestyle. So understanding that and being confident in myself and saying, hey, yeah, I'm gonna take my hair and I'm gonna lock that sucker up because it is the best decision for me. So y'all, don't let people dissuade you. If you decided that you wanted these and there's good reasons not, you want to change it up and have a new hairstyle, right? Because when you get those suckers locked up, first of all, the cost is astronomical. Like, don't just do it for a hairstyle for a few weeks. That makes no sense. The time commitment is crazy. So even if it's one time and you're going over the span of 3 days, who wants to do that for a short-term hairstyle? Okay, don't do that, guys. And so just making sure to make this decision based on what you actually want, and don't let others come in and tell you what it is or what it isn't or what it's not going to afford you and blah 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 blah. There's a lot of chatter, okay? So make the decision and do what's right for you guys. Okay, next, something I've learned, that less is more for me. Okay, now I love doing my hair. I love putting it in different styles, but as I got older, as I had more children, y'all, it was like, oh no, I'm good. Whatever I can do to make my life more simpler is what I want to do. And that is a huge reason why I got locks, because I thought they were beautiful, I thought they were simple, and I thought they were easy to maintain. All right, and you have to actually maintain them. You can't just get locks and say, I'm not gonna do anything with my hair. Y'all, it can ooh, Lord, you could go down a real ugly rabbit hole with that one, okay? So making sure you are maintaining your hair. But for me, it was like, okay, what is the least amount of work I can put into my scalp, into my hair, and still look fantastic? And locs was a great choice. Now before that, I cut all my hair off. I had a whole taper cut, and that was fabulous too. Don't get it twisted, it was fabulous. But my hair grew out, and I just didn't know what to do, y'all. I just didn't know what to do. The person who had cut my hair was a friend, and she is freaking awesome at what she does. And I don't trust many people with my hair, because we'll save that for another day. There's some horror stories up in here, okay? So for me, it was like do or die. It was like, either you're gonna let your hair grow out and you're gonna put in twists, put in ponytail, put in puff like you normally do, or you're gonna really change it up and say, you know, let's get these locs going. And I believe I made the best decision ever. And I tell people all the time, if I ever decide not to have locs again, you best believe teeny weeny afro taper cut is gonna be the way to go, okay? Like, ooh, gonna be the way to go. You hear me? All right. So when I say less is more, less is more. You don't have to get complicated with it. You don't have to be, you know, styling your hair all kinds of ways. Now, girls, ladies, friends, if y'all want to do that, be my guest. Okay. I see some beautiful styles, but I always think of, man, I don't even want to sit for that extra 30 minutes to get styled. Like, this is me. I'm like, just wash my hair so I can get a nice scalp massage, retighten my hair, and then we can be done. And that's it. Less is more for me. So if you're like, man, I want to get locs, but I want to style it up. Even in the beginning, when I had to braid my hair at night and make sure that my ends were nice and tight, right? I was just like, man, I can't wait until this phase is over, when I can just put my hair in a scarf, put my hair in a bonnet, and be done. Okay? And I'm definitely there, which is lovely. But I used to swim, and I used to go out in the pool with my kids, and I used to get my hair wet. So I had to protect my ends so they didn't unravel, so I wouldn't have to sit through, you know, another 16 hours of interlocking, right? So less is more. Okay, and then something else that I've learned over the past almost 4 years, guys, it's kind of foreign just coming off my tongue, but then I see this ponytail and I'm like, yeah, got it. Is that lint is mean. And I know I took a hard turn right there, but it is. The longer your hair gets, the more lint it can collect, all right? And the more evil it becomes. It just pops out of nowhere. Like, I'll be looking at my locs and I'm like, oh, that's a new piece of lint. Let me just sit there and pick it out as much as I can. And I've heard people say, man, that's why I wear my hair up all the time. And I'm just like, for me, that takes away from that freedom of having locs and being free to wear my hair down or not having to do anything with my locs. So for me, yes, lint is evil. It is not nice. It probably was created by the devil himself. Okay? Seriously. But. I'm gonna wear my hair down. So little things that I try to do to prevent lint. If I am wearing my hair down, I won't wear like super cottony sweaters, like knit sweaters or anything like that. Anything that can rub against my hair. You ever find your hair on like pillows, like it's like intertwined in the pillow of the cotton pillow? Yeah, like that. So I try not to wear cotton that especially is kind of flaky or is gonna get on it, or like that kind of material. When I have my hair down, I do try to wash my hair when I see a lot, and someone gave me this years ago, but washing your hair against itself to try to get that lint out as well. I do take it out when I do see it. Sometimes I get super obsessive and I want to like take a needle and like thread all the crazy amounts of lint out if there's like a chunk of it in. But y'all, a chunk of lint is like so teeny tiny, but it looks like so much in a lock. And sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just color my hair black and call it a day. That's my best solution of all. But yeah, lint is evil, but the longer your hair gets, the more lint it probably will collect, just because it's resting on your back, it's resting on your clothes. And y'all, it's okay. Just pay attention, get it out when you can, wash it out when you can, pull it out when you can. And if lint drops you absolutely mad, keep your hair up. It just depends on you. Or color your hair. Just color your hair. And you color a super light color to match the lint, or you can color it black to hide the lint. It's really up to you guys. But 4 years is wild to me, but I believe it. And it's felt so good, so easy, so simple, so just lovely, truly lovely. Like in the past 2 years, I've gone to I think 4 or 5 different countries, and I didn't have to take anything. I put some edge control just because, sometimes I want to slick it back a little bit. I put some gel. Sometimes I want to slick it back. Maybe take a little bottle of rose water, a little bottle of like jojoba oil with some, I don't know, tea tree oil and some water or something like that, just to hydrate my locks. But other than that, I just take myself. And that in itself is incredibly freeing. So y'all, if you are looking for locks, if you're like, man, 4 years in, how do I get there? It is possible, because 4 years ago, 5, 6, 7 years ago, when I was looking at ladies where I'm like, man, I want those locks, they were 3, 4, 5, 6 years into the lock journey. So just be patient with yourself. It will come, and it will come quick, and that length will come, that thickness will come, that beauty, beauty in every stage, just trying to enjoy it. And you will get there. You will get there, y'all. So these are just 3 things that I've learned personally. If you've learned other things, I want you to share it below. Let me know about it. And if you have any questions, or you want anything on video, or have any questions about anything outside of locks, health, working out, personal training, health coaching, any of that stuff, y'all let me know. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.